thoughts about marriage than I do now. If we didn't get married, well, I'm out. I'm not holding you to the fire. But he was aware of that. And so as I fast forward, he claims in the midst of the chaos of 2016, 2015, he claims that he married me because he thought I would take our daughter away.
So, wait a minute. He just pretty much said to you that, well, I really didn't marry you because I wanted to marry you. I married you because, I didn't want to be separated from my child.
He said that in the midst of being outed for the infidelity.
That's how many years later?
Well, our daughter was at that time 18.
Wow.
And we had been together 19 years. So I didn't really put a lot of value on that. I felt that was a reason to get out. When a man wants to go, he wants to go. And will say and do anything to get out. And so part of looking back, Marcus and Marion, I think about now, I did take our son and leave. So maybe I knew. I don't know what I knew. I did what I did to protect our son.
From?
I don't know what at the time, but the fact that my ex-husband married the woman he was cheating on me with in secret about 3 months after we divorced, I was being guided to that because that would have killed me living in the same community, and my children, my son, our son, I don't know what that would have done to him.
You're listening to your Soul Care Companion podcast with Marcus and Marion. Join the conversation and follow right now at your Soul Care Community on Instagram and on Facebook for updates on upcoming events and a regular dose of wisdom, insight, and companion connections.
So just to make sure that, we understand this, your ex-husband married
the jump off,
the side chick 3 months after you guys divorced.
Yes.
Moved her in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
You giving her details.
That's okay. He's helping.
I know the details, and I think
helping.
That the audience also needs to know. So you said you don't know why you took your son and left him, but you saved your son and your daughter from seeing this.
Yeah.
Not only that, but from you hurting as a result of being so near to it. Because I think I personally, you can correct me if I'm wrong, it would have been a different set of emotions if y'all lived in the same community and the same, like if you had to see it every day and experience it.
As well loved as I am in my work spaces,
mm-hmm.
it's the same Trei in my community.
Mm-hmm.
When I go into the grocery store, Miss Trei,
mm-hmm.
Miss Trei. And so you're asking me to facilitate a co-parenting situation where we're all going into the same stores, and he hides anyway. My ex does.
Mm-hmm.
You're asking me to now bring all these elements together. And so I didn't know it at the time. Of course, as I said, the day, 2 days, maybe a day after I left, he moved her into our home, the home we shared and raised our children in, with her children. And our son was kind of aware of this because he had been taking his phone and breaking into it. So he kind of knew there was a plan in place. Pictures had been taken while we were still married. Couple pictures, wedding pictures type thing. So there was a lot of dynamics that I didn't even know about until we were 3,000 miles away.
Listen, because I got questions, okay? How did you, knowing, even after the fact, knowing that, how did you manage to not, do some, Diary of a Mad Black Woman or Angry Black Woman stuff? How did you manage to not do that? Because, for most people, it don't matter if we weren't together. If we aren't together, if you did it while we were, then you got to pay for it. How did you manage not to?
So while I was still here, I remember maybe in April, and of course I knew he was seeing her, and I knew that because her ex-husband called me.
Wait a minute.
And it's just a long, sordid...
So hold on, pause. She was married?
She was married.
And he was married.
And he was married.
So they both were married.
Yeah.
And so they both left their spouses to be with each other.
Yep. If that's a strong... Let's talk about that. That is a powerful love. That's their truth.
Okay.
We want to call it sick, dirty. That's their truth. They believed in that enough. And I'm sorry, I am the shit. You left the shit. The good shit, in fact. And I don't know about her ex, and I don't care. I'm talking about Trei Taylor. So now you have the shit that can't even... This is a love. That is a love that they had for one another. That even the top, the best of the best, the creme de la creme, could not conquer or break through.
And how that make you feel?
Like I ain't shit. Shame. I saw Beyonce's Lemonade during this time. I'm not a Beyonce fan. She's an entertainer. But I saw that. And I just remember thinking, she's just like us. She's just like me. Why would Jay-Z do that to her? Everything that she expressed in that video, that is a real feeling. I was right around the corner. Marcus took me to get an apartment. I was around the corner. At any time, I could have literally driven my vehicle into my home. I wanted to hurt them. I wanted them to feel the way I felt. I wanted them to feel the pain that I felt. I wanted my children to be free of this shame. My senior in high school was ashamed for her friends to come to our new place. And even though I was living in an apartment, I have exquisite taste. So that doesn't change because you live in an apartment. It just, is in an apartment.
You guys were used to, what was it, 2,500 square feet?
4,000.
Oh, sorry. Get me together. 4,000 square feet, you know, and to have moved to an 800 square feet apartment.
11.
I'm sorry. I wasn't a mathematician. Still not.
800 was in California. Okay.
Good question, though.
That's a mini mansion.
Hey, it's in your mind. And that's what I want people to know. Like, really, that's what really all of this is. Like, what the community needs to know about me is I am a master manifester. And all of us have the ability to manifest and create the life that we desire. The soul care community speaks about creating the narrative, telling your story. I speak about creating your story. I created this, all of this. I am a journaling fool. I believe in it. I always did before all this. My ex-husband used to get mad. I would write on the mirror, I am a blessing in all the world. I am this. I am that. Like with markers on the mirror. Dry erase markers. And he'd be like, why are you showing that to the kids? Why are you... I am creating. And I would write in my journal, thank you, God, that I now have a husband who loves, honors, and cherishes me. And of course you think you're writing about the man laying next to you or the woman laying next to you. I manifested this because God, the universe, whatever you acknowledge will give you exactly what you ask for, what you focus on.
That's deep. Woo! I told you that was an emotional one. It was definitely a roller coaster ride. Now it's time to take a break. Really think about what you heard, what Trei said, and I want us to take some time to really sit in it. Oftentimes in life, we're not taught to sit in our issues, sit in our problems, let alone sit in it with other people. She just spilled a lot to us, a lot of details, and I really want us to just take a break so that we know exactly what we've heard to help prepare us for part 4 of our series, How I Survived My Scandal, featuring Trei Taylor. Until then, check us out on Facebook and Instagram under Your Soul Care Community. You can also check us out online at yoursoulcarecommunity.com. And I tell you what, do me a favor. If you're loving our podcasts and you're truly affected by them, share them with someone else. Also, rate us. We'd love to know what you think. We read your comments. Until part 4, which is coming up very soon, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to your Soul Care Companion podcast with your Soul Care Companions, Marcus and Marion. Stay connected with the Soul Care Community at Your Soul Care Community on Instagram and Facebook. And be sure to subscribe to this podcast for all new episodes.